Garrity?
Yeah, not the performance that we really wanted to have here, but I tell you what, we played a team in Tennessee that is really, really talented. They're really long, they're athletic, they're strong. We typically pride ourselves on shooting the ball well. Tonight we just didn't shoot it well, but to be honest with you, that's more of indication of what Tennessee was, how they guarded us. But we did some good things, 11 turnovers, that's a positive. We set some goals that we were close to, but at the end of the day, Tennessee's length and their talent and their strength was just a little bit too much for us. But I think it's important for our players. They grow up seeing Tennessee and the history and the great players that have come through here, the national championship banners. And for their college experience, we want to take them to play teams like that. And so, for our two seniors up here, Jackie and Lily, great leaders too. It's all about that college experience, and I wanted them to have that experience of playing on a court that they grow up seeing, and the legends that have coached here and the players who play here.
Coach, I know both teams, of course, wanted to get a game in, right after Christmas. How did this game come about for you, Wofford to come here?
Well, it was, I know John, and we heard that he was looking for a game, so I gave him a call. This was late. They were looking for one game late to fill in, and so it worked out in our favor because we needed one too. Playing at this time of year, we got back. It was tough getting here, y'all. We flew in, or we came in at, players had to be back by 1. We were on the bus at 1:45 heading here. Our bus broke down on the way here. Then we hit the snow, and then we came right to practice about an hour and a half late. So we shot for about 45 minutes and then got stuck going up the hill, slid back down about 100 feet, and somehow avoided a concrete wall. But so it was a challenge to get here, and today shoot around. It was good, and we had a good shoot around, and I thought we were ready to play. And Coach Harper needed a game late, and we needed one too. And through our contacts, we were able to hook up.
Jackie, y'all were able to match your first half scoring in the third quarter. What adjustments do you feel like you guys made, and what were you seeing that allowed you guys to put up that many points in the third?
So I think as a team, we just kind of came together through adversity. We understood that there was highs and lows in the game, and we just kind of said, forget what happened in the first and just do what we can in the third. We like to play 10-minute games, just taking it kind of one step at a time. And I thought that we really came together and tried to capitalize on our non-negotiables, being great teammates and just getting the energy back up for the Terriers. So.
For both players, it's going to be 62 Saturday, so I'm very sorry about the weather. It's been an adventure here. For both players, just the chance to play here. I mean, I know you're awfully young, but the Summit Court, does that particularly mean anything? If you could both answer that.
Yeah, and we have several players from Tennessee, so this is huge. Their families are here, but even from the players that aren't from Tennessee, like we know Pat Summit, we know the legacy, we can see the banners, and so getting the chance to play against a team that has a great history, but also is currently a great program. I mean, you're always excited for that. Wish we could have gave them a little bit of our best shot, but we're excited to be here. We were excited to play, and we went to the Hall of Fame Museum, so we know the history that's here, and we were really excited to get a chance to play here.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Yeah, similar to Lily, it's just amazing to have the chance to come and play here, knowing the history behind it. I personally, my sister played basketball. She had a team camp here with Pat Summit, and I was around, 8 or 9. And so I didn't know the significance, but coming back and just knowing what it means to even just play on the court is just always such a blessing.
What's your sister's name?
Nicole Carman. She played there in high school. She was invited, her whole team, for a summer camp.
For both players, I mean, you guys have had some pretty tough games with Tennessee, North Carolina. What do you feel like you guys have taken from those games, and how can that benefit you guys moving forward, especially going into your own conference play?
So one of the things when you're playing like Power 5 teams, strength, size, like those are always two areas that you're kind of wondering how you're going to handle that. And so when we play these teams that are bigger, that are stronger, we learn what we can do and how we can be great teammates and how we can double and how we can dig down and what we need to do defensively to get the stops we need to get. And so we carry that into conference because then you're playing with a little bit more even size and strength teams. And so then it makes those games a lot easier on the defensive end is what I'd say.
Coach, coming in here, Tennessee, of course, 7-6. They've had some struggles this season, but it may be one of the better 7-6 teams in the country. When you're looking at them on film, are they a little harder to scout? Because we're not always certain who Kelly's going to start or play, and they just seem to come in waves off that bench sometimes.
Yeah, you know, you look at their roster when you start putting the scout together. They have 11 players over 6 feet. We've got 2.5. So the size jumps out at you right away. And then on film, they look big. And, of course, in person, they look even bigger. But they all, as big as they are, their guards are 6'3". They can shoot threes. They can post you up. They can score at all 3 levels. This is, without a doubt, one of the most talented teams in the country. And when they get clicking, they can do and go a long ways, and I think in the tournament. Their record is not anywhere indicative of the kind of team that they are and can and will be. So they're well coached. They play really, really hard. And I told our teams this. You know, we're friends with Coach Harper, and I don't think they took us lightly. I think they really prepared as best they could. And they knew they were playing a good team. And this is a game where all our non-conference games will be in situations like this for conference play. You know, for our tournament, our league right now, it's a 1-bid league. So we got to go win the tournament to win it. And I really like our chances of how we're playing and our approach to the game. So, yeah, I think this will help us down the road too.
Last question for Jackie. I think you've hit the 1,000-point career mark at Wofford, and I think you're also the all-time winningest player now with individual wins at Wofford. Just what does that mean to you? And then as a player, I know it's a team effort, but what does that mean to you to just kind of get your name in the record books at Wofford?
I didn't know about that second one, to be honest with you. It's just such a great opportunity. As I love this coaching staff, I love my teammates, and to do it along with them, and just knowing that they give me the opportunity to be the best version of Jackie every single day is such a blessing. And just to kind of go down as a Terrier over 5 years. I've been there 5 years. I know the history, and us just every single year improving, and then to kind of go along with that is really amazing.
Anybody has anything else that I'll conclude?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.